we're weather aware. You're talking about this rain moving in.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're okay for the morning. It looks like maybe later on today.
Yeah, so I think this morning we're going to see the chance for some rain and storms. So maybe a little bit soggy at the bus stop for some.
Okay.
You may also deal with that a little bit this morning. But our severe weather risk early doesn't look too high. It's again this afternoon and into this evening that we're going to see another shot at some strong to severe thunderstorms. So we've got 2 rounds of rain that we're going to be tracking today. And that's why for the middle of the day around lunchtime, maybe when you see some drier conditions, even some breaks of sun, you don't want to let your guard down because that second round of storms could be strong. Right now, over our Embassy Suites camera, we have mainly cloudy skies. I've been tracking the radar for the past several hours, and so far what we've noticed is some showers and thunderstorms further to our north, and also now beginning to see some storms trying to creep into our southern valley counties. Let's start off in Kentucky, and what you'll notice there is that moisture continuing generally to shift more to the north and east. They've had some light rain showers there near Barberville, back near Pine Knot, some thunderstorms off near Somerset. None of these are severe warned at the moment. We haven't had any severe thunderstorms overnight. The bigger picture shows you 2 things. One, it shows this area of rain and storms that's going through Dunlap and Chattanooga heading east, likely going to clip portions of Monroe County here shortly, already bringing them some rain. And then back towards the west, we have this line of thunderstorms that has developed. It's starting to move through Nashville now and heading towards Columbia. We also have that cluster of storms north of us near Bowling Green, and you can see some of that activity starting to creep into our plateau counties as well. None of these thunderstorms that I mentioned severe warned, but they do contain some heavy rainfall as well as frequent lightning and gusty winds. So we're going to be monitoring that over the next several hours, and that's going to impact you for the start of your morning. Temperatures right now sitting in the 60s. We're at 62 degrees in Newport, 63 in Morristown, and about 64 right now in Crossville. Let's talk about the timing of today's system. So we've got this threat for rain and storms early. Low end opportunity for 1 or 2 of these to be on the strong side. I would be surprised if we saw any severe thunderstorm warnings develop this morning, just given the timing here. Brief break then for mid-morning with another chance for storms as we head into the afternoon and evening hours. That second round of storms could potentially be strong to severe as the cold front swings through, especially if we see some drier time for the mid-morning hours and even if we get some sunshine. Our severe weather risk for your day today is at a level 1 out of 5 for most areas. Now, after lunchtime is going to be your best opportunity to see some rain and storms develop. This is likely going to be a broken line of storms, so it's not going to look quite as nice as that line that I showed you earlier back near Nashville. It's going to be some hit or miss thunderstorms that develop and last through about 7 p.m. or so this evening. That will be our time frame to see those storms develop. Now, I've also updated our severe weather threats. I've placed large hail in the medium category because some of that data this morning indicating that we may be able to see hail that's about 1 inch in diameter or slightly greater with a few of these storms. Not everyone's going to see that, but there is that chance. Brief heavy rainfall and wind damage also a concern. Our tornado risk today is low. It's not 0, but it is on the lower end because it doesn't look like we have a lot of wind shear or turning of winds with height, especially in the lower levels of the atmosphere. So the best thing to do today is to make sure you're staying up to date. Download our free weather app. That'll send those alerts right to your phone. And remember, if you see some quiet conditions at lunchtime, that doesn't mean we're not going to see storms develop this afternoon. Highs today get into the mid-70s for the valley, 76 in Knoxville, and 73 there in Wartburg. Let's show you the timeline forecast. I've paused it here at 7 a.m. We've got some showers and thunderstorms, especially for the southern valley and plateau. And then as we get closer to 8 a.m., now we're dealing with some heavier downpours from La Follette into Oak Ridge. There's that break that I mentioned. This is lunchtime. There may be a stray shower north of us, but much of the area is quiet. As we play it forward to 2 o'clock, we're starting to see those storms popping up, especially for areas north. And then by about 3:30, we've got some isolated cells, especially towards the Tri-Cities, that could be strong to severe. Still holding on to some hit or miss rain and a rumble or 2 by 6:30, but most of this is starting to shift east of us. During the overnight hours tonight, we'll see a few light rain showers at midnight, drying things out a little bit as we head towards your Saturday. Not a weekend washout, which is some good news. Sunday, you may have a slightly better chance to see a few showers. We are a lot cooler, though, on Sunday as well, with highs only in the upper 50s.
Well, Earth Day is Monday.